Hi children, today we are discussing our new chapter, that is light, reflection and refraction. Okay, I think you studied in 8th standard the chapter light. Do you remember the chapter light? Do you studied about opaque medium and transparent medium? What do you mean by transparent medium? Yes, this is a transparent object because when I look through this, I can see you. Okay, that means it passes light, isn't it? So, transparent object passes light. Then, what do you mean by opaque object? This is an opaque object because I can't see the other side of this paper. Why? Because it does not pass light. This is an example for opaque object. Okay. So, opaque object does not pass the light. Transparent object passes light. Do you understand the difference between transparent object and opaque object? Transparent object passes light and opaque object does not pass the light. Okay, this is opaque object and this is transparent object. Here I passes the light through a transparent medium. Here the light rays passes through this transparent medium. Isn't it? This is a transparent object, that is this one. Here this one, through this the light rays passes. Isn't it? Here in this opaque object, what happens to the light? The light passes, the light falls on it, but it does not passes to other side. Here this light ray passes through the transparent object, but in this opaque object, this light ray does not passes. Why? Because this is an opaque object. Then what happens to this light? I hope you studied the term reflection in the 8th standard. What do you mean by reflection? Here it occurs the reflection of light. That is, the light ray passes and it reflects back. Suppose I throw a ball into the wall. What happens when I throw a rubber ball onto this wall? What happens? The ball bounces back. Isn't it? Like that, when light ray reaches this opaque object, it bounces back. That means the light reflects back. When light ray falls on the opaque object, it reflects back, and when light ray passes through the transparent object, it passes through the other side. Okay, so what is reflection of light? Then we look at reflection of light in detail. It is an opaque object and the light bounces back. Okay. First the light comes to here and it touches the opaque object and bounces back. That means it reflects back. Okay. This light ray is called incident ray and this light ray is called reflected ray. This incident ray and this is reflected ray. And this point, what is this point? This is the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence. Here this is the point of incidence and incident ray, reflected ray. Then suppose I draw a normal here. That is a perpendicular line here. Okay, through the point of incidence. This is normal. Okay, this is normal, and there comes two angles here. That is between the incident ray and the normal, and reflected ray and normal. Here forms two angles, that is between incident ray and normal and reflected ray and normal. This angle is angle of incidence and this angle is angle of reflection. Then what is law of reflection says, law of reflection states 2 points. Here law of reflection gives 2 points. The first point is the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. That is, first point is I is equal to R. I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of reflection. These angles are equal. Okay. Then the next point is the incident ray, normal, and this reflected ray lies in the same plane. This incident ray, normal, and this reflected ray lies in the same plane. You can see this incident ray, normal, and reflected ray lies in this blackboard, in the plane of this blackboard. So, in here, incident ray, normal, reflected ray lies in the same plane. This is the second point. Okay, incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal lies in the same plane. This is the law of reflection. First, what is reflection of light? That is, in opaque medium, the reflection of light always happens in the opaque medium. The coming light ray is called incident ray and the reflected ray here is the normal, and the angle between incident ray and normal is the angle of incidence, and the angle between reflected ray and normal is the angle of reflection. What is law of reflection? Law of reflection says that this angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and the second point is the angle of the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal lies in this same plane. This incident ray, normal, and reflected ray lies in this plane of blackboard. Then we move on to our next topic, that is spherical mirrors. What is spherical mirrors? You can see here is a spoon. Here this spoon has two surfaces. Okay, this spoon has two surfaces. When you look at this image is different from this image, isn't it? The size is different. Okay, so this surface of this spoon is curved outwards, isn't it? And this surface is curved inwards. Here it is a sphere. Okay, and this sphere is like a mirror. This is the reflecting surface of this sphere. Okay. What do you mean by reflecting surface? That is, here you can see a piece. This is a piece of mirror. This is the reflecting surface, and this is not the reflecting surface. This is the reflecting surface of mirror. So I can see this. Okay. This is the reflecting surface. So like that, in this sphere, this is the reflecting surface of this sphere. This also the reflecting surface of a sphere. When I cut this sphere, I get two pieces. That is like this and like this. Okay. Here the reflecting surface is inward. That is, here this is the reflecting surface. Here it is the reflecting surface. Okay. Here it is curved inwards like this mirror. This is the reflecting surface of this mirror, and this is the reflecting surface of this mirror, this side. Okay. This side, and here outwards. Okay. Here it is inward and here outwards. Okay. Here this mirror is curved inward. So this mirror, this spherical mirror is called, what is it? Concave mirror. This is the concave mirror, and the curved outwards. This mirror curved outwards, and this mirror is called convex mirror. These are the two spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, so hope you understand the spherical mirrors and what are the types of spherical mirrors. These are the two types of spherical mirrors. Here you can see this is the concave mirror and this is the convex mirror. Here the reflecting surface of concave mirror is this and here the reflecting surface is this. Okay, we look some terms related to this concave mirror and convex mirror, that is spherical mirrors. First one is pole. What is a pole? That is, this pole is denoted by the letter P and pole is the center or midpoint of this reflecting surface. Here this is the reflecting surface. Where will be the midpoint? This is the midpoint of this reflecting surface and this is called pole. So the center of it is denoted by the letter P. Okay, the center of the reflecting surface is called pole. Here in the case of convex mirror also, the midpoint of this reflecting surface is pole. Okay, this is the pole. It is denoted by the letter P. The next one is center of curvature. Center of curvature. It is denoted by the letter C. What do you mean by center of curvature? That is, I already told you these are two spherical mirrors. These two spherical mirrors forms from a sphere. Isn't it? That is, it is cutted from a sphere. Okay. Here this concave mirror is cutted from a sphere and this sphere has a center. Isn't it? Here also this sphere, here this convex mirror also cut from it is a piece of a sphere. So this sphere also has a center. That center is called center of curvature and that center of curvature is denoted by the letter C. Okay, this is C. Okay, so this is the center of curvature of this. This is the center of curvature of concave mirror and this is the center of curvature of convex mirror. Here you can see the center of curvature of concave mirror is inward. Okay, is in front of the reflecting surface of concave mirror. But in the case of convex mirror, the center of curvature lies behind the reflecting surface. This is the reflecting surface and this center of curvature exists in the back side of the reflecting surface. This is actually a plane mirror. Suppose this is a convex mirror and in this convex mirror the center of curvature lies behind this here. Behind this reflecting surface, that is here. This is the center of curvature lies here. But in the case of concave mirror, the center of curvature is in front of this reflecting surface. Okay. And the next one is radius of curvature. What is radius of curvature? Here I already told you this concave mirror is formed from a sphere. So the radius of curvature is the radius of this sphere. Okay, this concave mirror and convex mirror is a part of sphere and the radius of that sphere is called radius of curvature. So here is the radius of curvature. It is denoted by the letter R. Here also a radius of curvature. It is R. Here you can see the radius of curvature of concave mirror is in front of the reflecting surface and here in case of convex mirror the radius of curvature is behind the sphere, behind this reflecting surface of this mirror. Here you can see the radius of sphere is PC. The line joining center of curvature and the pole is the radius of curvature. Isn't it? CP or PC. PC equal to R. That is P is the pole and C is the center of curvature. Here also PC is the radius of curvature. Next term is principal axis. Principal axis is a straight line passing through the center of curvature and the pole. It is not the radius of curvature, it is a long line passing through this center of curvature and the pole. Here also you can see this is the principal axis. Also here in this convex mirror the principal axis is like this, that is it is a straight line passes through the pole and the center of curvature. That is, in the case of concave mirror, this is the principal axis, and convex mirror, this is the principal axis. And the next one is, that is principal focus. What do you mean by principal focus? Focus is denoted by the letter F. In the case of concave mirror and convex mirror, the focus is different. The principal focus is different. That is, you can see, suppose a light ray passes through this concave mirror. Okay. When a light ray touches, when a light ray falls at the reflecting surface of a concave mirror, it reflects back. Okay. It reflects back. Okay. Here also another light ray passes. It reflects back. Okay. Then another light ray passes. It reflects back. And another light ray passes. It reflects back. Here you can see light rays reflected back through the same point. Okay, this point, you can see the light ray passes through the same point, through a common point. Okay, and these light rays are meeting or joining at a particular point, and that point is called focus. Focus is denoted by the letter F. Okay, this is the focus of, this is the principal focus of concave mirror. Okay, and the principal focus of convex mirror is different from the concave mirror. Here you can see, it is reflected like this. Okay, here a light ray falls on the reflecting surface of mirror parallel to this principal axis, and it reflected back like this. And another light ray passes and reflected back. Okay. And another light ray. Here also another light ray. These are light rays passes and reflects back like this. You can see that in the case of convex mirror, these light rays passes and reflects back like this. But here these light rays does not meeting at a point, isn't it? But it meets at a point. It appears to meet at a point. It appears to meet at a common point, that is, you can see here, that is, these points are joining. These light rays appear to join at a common point. This is the principal focus of convex mirror, and that principal focus is behind the reflecting surface of convex mirror. In the case of convex mirror, the center of curvature, the radius of curvature, and the principal focus all are behind the reflecting surface of convex mirror. And in the case of concave mirror, it is in the here. Okay, it is in front of the reflecting surface. Here it is very important, the principal focus. You may ask to find the principal focus of a concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, so here in the convex mirror, I already told you the radius of curvature, and this is the center. Here it is the sphere. and this diameter of this sphere is called aperture. And the center of the sphere is the center of curvature of the concave mirror, and the radius of the sphere is the radius of curvature of the concave mirror. Then diameter of this sphere is the aperture of concave mirror. Like that, here also this diameter. Here you can see this is the sphere and this is the diameter, and this diameter of this convex mirror is, this diameter of this sphere is the aperture of convex mirror. Okay, hope you understand this. Concave mirror and convex mirror. So this is the concave mirror and convex mirror, and here this is the pole of concave mirror, that is the center of or the midpoint of the reflecting surface, and this is the center of curvature, that is the center of sphere, and this is the radius of sphere, and center of curvature is in front of the reflecting surface. Here it is behind the reflecting surface. Here you can see the focus, and there is a relation between this radius of curvature and the focus. This radius of curvature, that is R, is denoted by the letter R. Radius of curvature is equal to 2I is the focal length. 2I is the focal length. What do you mean by focal length? That is, it is the length between the focus and the pole. This is the focal length. Okay. Here you can see this is the focal length and this is the radius of curvature. Here also this is the focal length. Okay. That is, this focal length is denoted by small letter f. The distance between the pole and the principal focus is the focal length, and this focal length you can see this is the radius of curvature and this is the focal length, and radius of curvature is the double of this focal length. This is the radius of curvature and this is the focal length. The radius of curvature is double of the focal length, that is R is equal to 2 into F. This relation is very important. This is same for concave mirror and convex mirror. R equal to 2 into F. We started our new chapter, that is light reflection and refraction, and we discussed what is reflection, law of reflection, that is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and the second point is the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal lies in the same plane. Okay, then we discussed the spherical mirrors. There are two types of mirrors, that is concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, convex mirror curved outwards and concave mirror curved inwards, and we discussed some terms related to mirrors: pole, center of curvature, focus, radius of curvature and focal length. And there is a relationship between radius of curvature and focal length, that is radius of curvature is 2 times of the focal length. Hope you understand all these things. In the next class, we will discuss the image formation by spherical mirrors. Okay, we will continue in the next class. Thank you.